And so there are many uh, hunters who are trying to find out this kasturi, this musk, and they are looking for the deer.
हरणे जपून ठेवा.
So please keep your deer. That is the innocence, you see. The children's innocence is now attacked, under attack. And there is such an attack coming on innocence that you have to be careful about your own children. Harane means those deer, because deer is a small thing, so be careful about those deer. Look after them. Zapulta means keep them carefully, keep them safely.
वाटेतील परके आपुलेच श्वासात.
A time may come when we will feel our own breathing as something stranger, so as if they are not our own stranger.
हातात हात ठेवा.
That's why keep your hands into each other, because it is very down. A very nice message for all the surgeons. And this is what one has to understand, that you must try to understand your leader. I wanted to talk to the collectivity here today about what has happened in Switzerland also. That you see, we had Arno here, and Arno became a very right-sided and this and that. So as a result of that, Swiss people have become the other way around, I think. And it's a kind of a feeling that as Arno was, there's a pressure, I think, on the new leader, who is a very good man, and he's very good. So if you pressurize, then nothing will work out. So please remember that you have to listen to your leaders till I do something about it. Even about Arno, I stood by him out and out. And when he was wrong, we removed him. So nobody should challenge the leader. Otherwise, there cannot be any one of my authorities. Nothing can flow. It's like stopping completely the flow of Kundalini. So don't challenge your leaders. I find it is a big, I find that very clearly. Agyas rising in people. People are developing agyas, and that is coming only because one thinks, oh, that was Arno, he did like this. And now Matthias. So Matthias must be also like that. Or his authority. That's not the way. You have to accept his authority. If you don't accept his authority, your agya will go. You will become very right-sided people. So be extremely careful. I am noticing that the agya in Switzerland is quite high. And I must tell you, warn you, that is sensible. My whole energy flows through your leader till he stops it. So I am in charge there to look after that. Now you people have to learn to surrender yourself. Otherwise your ego will go up very much, and you will all, I am sure, if you go on like this, one by one become very egoistical. Now how ego comes so much to the West? I have studied it and I have found out the reason for this. Why these people in the West are so ego-oriented? What is the reason? The reason is like this. A child till the age of 5 years is ego-oriented. He plays with his own. You give them toys, they'll all have their own toys. They'll play with them, and they will not trouble each other. But if they trouble each other, then they become violent, or they could be quite brutal also. They are always living in a parallel way. You do your job, I do my job. If you give them, this is mine, they'll all play like that. And they are at that time absolutely oriented. If you ask a child, you are standing there, now what do you see? So he'll see this chair, he'll see me, he'll see this and that. From there, if you ask, he won't say that he sees something else. He will say the same he sees. He's standing this side, but he will never see the point of another person. That's the child. Say for example, there's a wall here. The child is standing here, and there's something in between. Now you ask the child, what will you see from the other side? He will say the same thing from where he's standing. He won't be able to say what the other person is saying. So that is this ego orientation is very strong. And because you people, I must say this is a very, I think, a statement I have to make very clearly that in your culture, whatever is the, so today's culture of this country, today's I am saying, is that it just develops your ego. Parents are very happy if you are busy with yourself. They don't want to take up any responsibility, they don't want to correct you, they don't want to tell you don't do this, don't do that, and whichever way the children are going their way. They don't want to correct. Even what I have noticed in the ashrams also, if somebody corrects the child, they have a big objection. They are very sensitive about their children. And this is very bad because this will make the children extremely ego-oriented. And in the West, I have seen people are extremely sensitive about their children. Nobody dares anything. But the other way around, I must say that Indian culture has still kept very sensible ways. That's why their society is the best in the whole world. Their economics is horrible, their politics is worst. You can call them absolutely useless for many things. But on society level, they are the best. The reason is that the women have taken over the responsibility of looking after the society. Now I'll tell you, we were quite grown up. I was in college, my sisters were also in college. One day we were coming by, walking down. And we were just, there was some joke, so they all started laughing. There were some friends also. And one lady was going by car, my mother's friend. So she went and told my mother that I saw your daughters with other friends and they were laughing on the street. As soon as we went, she shouted, "How dare you?" But right now we didn't know this lady was coming from that side. She said, "How dare you? How could you?" At that age. And any one of her friends could scold us. Anybody can say anything to us. Don't do like this. Why are you doing like this? So this ego breaks. But if you do not allow others to correct your children, their ego will never break. And that is the reason why in these countries, Western countries, people are so ego-oriented. They have not grown out of it. They have not grown out of it. First of all, they never want to be corrected. Never. Even at this age, if my mother was living, she would have corrected. And I would never have felt bad. Anybody, any one of our friends or anybody. Because I know that it's for my benevolence, why are they doing it? But a kind of a, you see, thing that happened here, that Anu went too much on one side. Got possessed, went too much. And this is also by some other people also. Also, Patrick is having the same problem there. And everybody is having the same problem in every ashram. Now, it is not that you should dominate your children or anything, but if they are doing wrong, immediately the person who sees doing wrong can correct it. There should not be that this is my child, how dare you say like that, or feel bad. Once you start developing that kind of my children then become absolutely ego-oriented. And you will never allow them to grow up. They can never see what is the other's point of view. Now say for example, we learnt it through, not only through our mother, father, but through everybody else. They said you should not do like this. So many things we know, little things. Like these girls told me, not these but from another ashram, not in Switzerland, that look at them, they come from the heat and just take the water drinking. In India nobody would do. How do we know? Because if anybody sees us doing that, he'll say, no, you should eat something, take some carbohydrate, then drink water. Why did you take it? And nobody will object. So if the whole society is training the children, nobody has any objection. Guido had a problem also, same way. He tried to correct the children, the parents used to come. In India, nobody dares say anything to the teacher. That's why the teacher are respected. If teacher says so, all right. They have no respect for their teachers, they have no respect. Afterward, they don't even have respect for their parents because they discover that we are ego. Here, the way children talk to their parents, the way they behave, they have no respect for anyone, and then they have no respect for themselves. They become absolutely shameless people. So, to make your children grow properly, allow them to get into collectivity. I mean, now my husband's family, we have about 100 people at least. When we come together for any marriage, festival or anything, there are at least 100 people living under one roof, one kitchen. and everybody knows how far to go. Nobody feels bad. I mean, they of course love children also, they do everything for them. But if it is to be corrected, it is to be corrected. And nobody feels bad. And this is why the children get attached too much, and it's impossible to penetrate into their ego shell. It goes on, see, growing, growing, growing. And even if they get realization later on, even if they feel the ego is still there because it's already bloated out by the parents. Parents have already put that ego into their heads, that you are something special. And this is how it is. I mean, the other day, my younger daughter, she's quite big and all that, she was in there, and she started scolding her daughter. So Vadlikar came and said, please don't scold, I will not listen any more of this. She just kept quiet. She didn't feel bad about it. She didn't feel bad. Because, you see, we Indians understand this. Anybody can correct us. And we take it as good thing. Thank God there's somebody to correct us. Otherwise we would be hanging from the trees. Like Abdul once asked me when he was small, he said, supposing we leave our parents, then the bhoots go away. What parents have, their bhoots go away. I said, no, they will go with you. So he said, then why do these people leave their parents? Because supposing I go away from my parents and tomorrow I feel like smoking, who will correct me? There's nobody to correct me if my parents are not with me. I mean, that is regarded as something, a great blessing, that you have parents, your elders to correct you, to tell you something. And when my daughters got married, we were big people. I mean, we are not young. Or TCP was chairman of shipping corporation and all that. His sister, she is about 8-9 years older. He said, for this marriage you have to paint your nails. Now imagine CP painting his nails. He did paint. He painted. And then he had to wear dhoti 10 times. He had to do this. He was quite fed up with it. We went to another marriage in something. He said, look at them, they are also wearing suits and everything. I said, thank God you have a sister. Somebody will tell you what is to be done. It's obedience you must learn. Unless and until you learn obedience, and anybody corrects your child, don't say anything. Just don't say. Let your child be handled by everyone. Otherwise it's going to be very bad for them. Though they are born realized, you are not giving them the right training. No. My children should be dropped out immediately. They are children of everyone. Now Anand came and stayed with him, asked him what sort of a boy he was. Gem of a person. If he tells him, Anand, don't do like this, he'll never feel bad. Never. We feel it's a blessing there is somebody to tell us. And then this is what I find later on, that ego is like a balloon. If the balloon, if you do not blow at all, it is not blown out, then it's difficult to blow it. That's why those who have not developed this ego are very easy. That's why Indians don't get into this ego trip easily. But their balloon is never allowed to blow. But those who are in the West, they are nothing but ego. You do something, balloon starts. We had one John Carter with us. And whenever he got into the car, he used to become very funny, very bumptious. So I asked him, why is he so bumptious? He says, mother, because he's driving Mercedes. I said, what? Mercedes? This is neither his nor mine. Why is he proud of it? I mean, something stupid. So an ego makes you stupid. That's the main. It makes you completely stupid. There's a big story about it in Ramayana, how a person can become stupid. And that's why you people are stupefied, very easily. Recently, somebody told me, mother, the new fashions have started, that they take, all the ladies take their hair like this on their. Really? She said, yes. You see, mother. I saw all the Sajognis having their hair here like that. Yesterday also in the program, all of them having hair like this. I mean, they have no personality. Anybody starts anything, they do it. They have no individuality. They do not have any traditional basis. No, this is what it is. I am not going to wear something else. This is why I have dressed up. This is how I live. Why should I do it? Now tomorrow they will say you have a bouffant. So everybody going with a bouffant. So they will say men should have put no oil. So they will become bald-headed. Finished. But you see, about 20 years back, every man, you see in the films, used to put hair, oil in the hair, properly comb it, and used to be a smart fellow. Nowadays everybody is so casually dressed. There's nothing smartness about them. If you become casual, you will also in life will be casual. To wear some sort of a casual thing, some sort of a baggy pant or a tight pant or this that. This is because there's no personality. It's only ego. There's no personality. There's no reason. To allow your children to be corrected by others is the first good thing you do to your children. Let them have respect for others also. Let them feel they are also my uncles, they are also my aunties, they can correct. Then to obey and not to question too much. I mean, here every child, once I was traveling with Sarjogini, her son, was all the time asking her, why this, why that? And she was answering me. I said, you shut up now, that one. And after that he never asked her why. As if they have a right to ask you. They go on asking questions. How dare they ask you questions? You are parents. We don't ask questions to our parents, never. Never. We are no way less than anybody else in this world. On the contrary, I must say that in that culture, those people who have come up are very good Sahajogis, they are very sensible, they understand how far to go, what to do. So we have to understand that our Sahajoga culture is such that we have to learn certain things. First of all, at least please don't make your children so much ego-oriented. Don't make them ego-oriented, please. See that your children respect all of them the same way. They say namaste to everyone and they are very, very obedient to everyone, and if somebody corrects them, what is the harm? I was really surprised because in the West, I used to think that the children are not attached to their parents and anything. But it's not so, because they're glued to parents. Not only glued, but as soon as they get a chance, they run away from the parents. Because you do too much on their heads, you see. That's why. There's no freedom. All the time they are jealous. I have heard also of ladies who are jealous of me because I am the mother. Yes, so stupid. If supposing somebody mothers my child, I'll look after that lady, I'll send her a sari, I'll send her a present, I'll be very happy that you have looked after my child. Reactions are so funny, isn't it? Why such responses and reactions? Like supposing you have a music program in here, your neighbors will come, go to the police, call everybody. Otherwise, even if you are dying, they will not be bothered. On the contrary, in India, supposing you have a music. Oh God, they are going to have the music. It's all right, bring everything, carpets for them, everything, give them food. What will you have? And the whole area will be there to help you, and this and that. And they'll sleep nicely if they want to sleep. Their collectivity is very good. And you see the children. Anybody scolds any child there. Because you are ego-oriented, please be careful, don't make your children also ego-oriented. It's so difficult for you to get rid of your egos, you know that. Anything like Snake is there, again back. And I used to wonder, how is it that ego comes up? This Tagadebai told me, my husband, mother, what is this ego, ego, ego? I said, what? He always tells me about ego, ego. What is this? She asked me, what is this disease, ego? No ego, ego. I said, it means ahankar. She said, then why does he boast of it? Ahankar is a sin. Even to say I hate you is a sinful thing to say. I mean, in Hindi language, if you say I hate you, they say, are you mad or what? I think you must be mad. You can't say that I commit this sin. So this is what it is. And anybody who is treated like that, even India can become bad. Even in India. Pampered too much by parents or sort of made too much of them and all that. But we know our parents love us. They care for us. My mother was such a strict person as far as a strict. But today, why I am cooking so well? Because of my mother. She used to tell me even how to hold the spoon. And I was a very small little girl, about 5 years old, I know. Then we have this tawa, it's a very black thing on which we make rotis. She used to tell me, clean it. And we had so many servants in the house, still. And I remember my small little white hands all becoming black like this, you see. And I'm very good at cleaning, I'm very good at everything. How? It's thanks to my mother. Nothing doing. Now, at least make your children get up in the morning. We have to give something better to our children. Better training. Same I have seen with ladies. Now ladies must understand that those who live here or in any ashram, they are the housewives. And they have to know. I was surprised when I asked the people who have come from all the way, what did you have? They said, nothing. We had those samosas and something to eat, that's what. I mean that they are guests in the house. Nobody had anything. I was having all kinds of food. I never knew that they are making like this. I mean, not to feel bad. Otherwise, if I say something, you catch on center heart. Not for that. This is another speciality. Because of ego. This is because there is nothing goes inside the head. Nothing goes inside the heart. It goes into some center, Mother said so? Alright, center heart is there. Or am I gift to this one? Baba, but no, why don't you correct your brain? Because we don't want to face. We don't want to correct. So put it in the left Vishuddhi or in the center. Now, if some guests come to your house, Gregor will tell you, one day, they were all there, about 25 of them. Sitting in the gallery, my daughter was there. I went and told her that they may stay on longer, so we better cook for all of them. She had done the cooking. When we finished, remember, Gregor, we finished our program, I said, let's have dinner. She was surprised. She said, how? I said, I told her she must have prepared. In such a short time, I said, she must have prepared. She said, dinner is ready. We were all there. She said, if you tell somebody that 25 people are going to come, the women will be finished like that. They'll be thinking, now I have to go to shopping. They start crying. And there is no confidence. This was because no personality. No personality. My husband, I told him yesterday that I have made pulao for people, 100 people. That's all, I didn't do too much. He said, 100 people is nothing. I said, no, nothing. 500 would have been more. But but not only me, my daughter can do it. You have seen her in Pravishna. My daughters can do it. So we have self-confidence. About anything you tell us. Now, all your programs you have seen, you go on the tours, how Indians are in everything. In jungles, in anything. But here, first we start thinking. Thinking because we don't want to face the problem. We have to do it now, let's do it. That's not so. Let us sit down, but plan out. We finish. Now I have studied you too well. I've been here. I am amazed of it. And there's no training, because your mother also avoids to train you. There's no training, nothing. They don't know. anything I would say. They are still like little babies. There has to be. A girl must know how to stitch, a girl must know how to cook, a girl must know how to look after her household and shopping, and she must know what is good meat, what is bad meat. She must know about what is a diamond, which is not a diamond, which is a silk, which is not. All this is taught in the family. Whether you are a career girl or not. You are a career girl, all right. But this is the main thing, this is the basis for a woman to know. We are women without being women. And then a kind of a fondness to do for others, to give something. I'll tell you about my granddaughter when they were young, three of them. I asked them, what do you want to be? They said, we want to be a nurse or to be an air hostess. So I said, why? These two. I said, grandma, only in these two professions you can give food to others too. See how they feel. And recently, about a year back, she's only 18, elder one. She invited 25 people for dinner. So I thought she's going to tell the servant or someone. She said, no, I'm going to do the food. And she did it. And she fed everyone, and everybody started praising. She said, no, they are just saying because I have food. But I know it's all insipid. It's nothing good. But they are just saying it because I have food. But 25 people she cooked alone. Because they feel happy to do it. They're happy to give things to others. They're so happy you don't know. It's just, you are so affluent, you are so rich, you have everything, but still there is no generosity. After all, my husband is extremely generous, but the other day there was a gentleman, Sergio B., an elderly gentleman who was a teacher of art, came to do little drawing for me. I said, what to give? I told, CP, have you got any suit with you spare? He said, maybe, let's go and see. I said, I've seen one, will you see that? That's an excellent suit he had. Oh, he said, please give this one, it's very good. I only used it once, but I have never used it outside, just I've tried it. So if he likes, please give it. So he took when I gave him, he was very happy. And he said, Mother, I was looking out for a suit and I wanted one suit. CP's eyes were filled with joy and his tears. He said, he only wanted a suit. Do you know how nice? We gave him what he wanted. See the delicacy of character. So overjoyed that he wanted the suit, and because I am very good at what one wants to see. But he was so charmed and he's so happy, and after such a long time, I saw that joy in his eyes. Oh God, so what he wanted we gave him. It's such a, after all, you see, what is there after? What is the use of all these riches, these bongs and things? What do we get? Nothing, no joy, nothing. First of all, we think we are husband and wife. Then we quarrel all the time. All right. I don't think there's much love also there. I don't know about surgeries, but otherwise, I don't know about surgeries also. Then, that quarreling is over, then my children. Then they also quarrel, they also fight. They also run away. By the age they are 60, they are thinking where they are going to run away. Why do they run away? And our children stick like leeches. We have never made them that way, but still they stick. Why? They are not ego-oriented. Because you are separated. You are different identity. I like this, I like that. I mean, it's a sin to say like that. Who are you to say I like? I means what? So all these things we have to change and we have to understand. Only possibility is in ashram life. How you respect, how you live, how you greet each and every person, how you behave. This is a culture we have to imbibe if we have to give our children a very good time. We have to. I wouldn't say that in India we don't have funny people. We have people of loose characters. We have all kinds of things. But the number is so little that they do not influence. Here the number is of the others are more than the. So they influence too much. Everybody is putting their hair like this now. So you don't have your hair, you will also be like that. So it's, I don't know why. And also this is a false idea that we should have our hair very disheveled. You see, I being this goddess business, I have to keep my hair open. But I keep them all right, they are not disheveled. I have to keep my, Muktakeshi, keep her hair open because of vibrations to flow. But I would never find my hair jumbled up like that. Because then the bhoots catch you. They see, this is the head, oh. Good one, this is jumbled head. Then bhoots catch you much more in modern times than they used to catch. Because we live like bhoots. You know, the street you go find so many little women, men dressed up just like bhoots. So bhoots catch, oh, this is the bhoot. Why not they catch in India so many bhoots? Once somebody gets a realization, I have not met many those who catch bhoots. Because we dress up like that, we are ego oriented. So the bhoots come into. I am not saying we should go to hairdressers and all that, but one should not have a face or a hair like a bhoot. Now, if you want how bhoot looks like, I will show you also. So, this is what one has to understand, that there is something missing in our upbringing which we have to change. And the change has to be that to make a good family, to have good children, we have to have certain ideas, whom to respect, how to understand. I mean, like Gupta got angry with Dr. Talwar. So I told him, you go and touch his feet. Immediately he did it. He's elder than you, have no business to get angry. Go and touch his feet. Immediately he did it. And he said, see, now he provoked me, mother, and I have got the bad name. I said, you go and touch his feet. He touched his feet. Immediately, no question. Anybody answers anybody, a child, a younger person answers to anyone else, the father and mother will all the time go and fall at his feet. Come along. Nothing to do. That's how they learn respect. You are very good seekers, you are seeking the truth and all that. But with that, to bear that truth, we have to have a kind of a culture that you can bear it. Otherwise, this ego will always shoot out. Right side. And the right side is the problem of the West. This you agree?
Yes, Srima.
But you will find this with your leaders, not with yourself. This is the problem. The one who has the authority to assert, you find that with him, not with yourself. That you have this problem. Isn't it? The wives of leaders also should know they are the mothers. And they have to have an extremely sweet and humble nature. And they should tolerate a lot of nonsense. Not only that, but always try to suit their husbands. I'll tell you, in my husband's office in Shipping Corporation, all the people there depended on me. If anything goes wrong, if CP is angry with them, they'll come and tell me. Then I would slowly tell him, why should you be so angry with them? After all, you see, they are human beings, they tell me. Oh, so they come to you. See, I would tell him because they think I'm more generous than you are. Alright? I am also more generous than you. So, she should not think she's a leader. No, never. She should think I am the mother of all things. Now, she should see the people who have come here, have they got food or not, have they been attended to or not. These are guests, and guests are to be treated like gods. And the trouble here is that everybody walks into your house like a guest or stays with you like a guest, you see. Like, you'll be surprised, I had a house in Hounslow. So many Sahajogis stayed there, never paid a single fine. I had to pay for electricity, gas, everything. From the very beginning, since I've been in London, I've been paying for all. Even Shooty camp, most of the money I paid, but there were 25 people living there when I was not paying a single for anything. But Indian won't do that. Because of self-respect. I'm telling Matthias that I've used your telephone this time many a times and he has to take the money. If he doesn't take money, I won't be able to sleep. So use somebody's telephone as much as you like. Use anybody's thing as much as you like. Stay in that house so carelessly. It's so common in the West. I never knew. I used to think they are very upright people. They'll never come to your house. Gregor will tell you the whole story about it if you want to. So now, this ashram where you are living, even if you are coming from outside, your surgery, you find something dirty, try to clean it. This is your house. So it has become like nobody's house now. Actually, it is everybody's house. Instead, it has become nobody's house. So not to feel bad, not to feel upset, not to feel that I am in any way trying to put you down. But I must tell you that this will develop your children's ego and your ego too. To live together, to enjoy together, we have to have certain type of culture, which is not in the West. West are very individualistic, extremely individualistic. And they have this problem. And they have suffered people on that. We want to create a new world of people who love each other, who enjoy each other, and who understand each other. Not only that, but those who have collective consciousness manifested in their own lives. And also to tell somebody you are a bhoot, you butterfly, this is not proper. That shows you have no understanding how to deal with people. Never say you have a bhoot or anything. At the most you can say this chakra is catching if it is needed, but there is no need to tell that. Is as we see, as we say that if you become the king, you have to wear the crown. So if you become Sajogi, you have to wear this culture. You cannot be like boots. Cannot. Not that you have to be something different like Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, I'm not saying. But you have to be something special. And the speciality doesn't come by becoming punks or anything. Punks think they are very special by making that kind of a hair. Speciality is within yourself, it's kind of a culture. So first of all, look after your ego. The soul searching has to be there. Because when I read Russian people, their books, I found out that every book, whether they describe romance, they describe anything, there is behind is all soul searching. They are trying to find out why I am doing this, why am I like this. Soul searching. So we should search our souls. We should all the time say, why am I doing this? Why am I like this? What is the reason? This is what has to be done. Then this ego will come. It's a funny thing because it's already grown so big, you see. So you push it down, it comes back like a rubber. Again. Push it down, again, the slightest thing comes. Arrogance, talking loud, and misbehaving, all that right pushing, that is so bad. Right? So now it is not any way to correct you, but to guide you. And not to feel bad and center heart or something catching there. Nothing of the kind. It should catch nowhere, but it should correct you in the normal way. Now the problem of Indians are different. And when I deal with them, I talk to them. But at least they do not have cultural problem. That's one thing. Of course, I mean, if they come from stupid families, if they have family nonsensical things, then it's all normally 99%. 1% could be bad also. I'm not saying they're not. And everybody must work. Not that 3-4 people working. Must learn. Every day you can learn so many things. And you are seekers, not only that, but you are Sajogis. You have so much of dynamism. You can do such a lot. So any idea about yourself, you are so great or something should be given up, because we are Sajogis. So we are already great. Those who are great are already great. I mean, supposing somebody says Adi Shakti. No, I don't think it's something great, because I am that, so what? If I was not that, I would have felt. But I am Adi Shakti, so what? If I am Adi Shakti, why should I feel proud of it? Because it is just there. What to do? And whenever you say Jai and all that, I think you are saying somebody else's Jai. Sometimes I am afraid I might start saying with you. It never goes into my head, I don't know how it goes into your head. Perhaps the hole is too big. Nothing stays. But you see, that's what I'm saying. Now, for you, if I am the model, if you understand me, then you must understand my culture. How, like Matthias was surprised that they were putting some balm on my feet or something on my feet, and I said, now put some towel, because I don't want this sheet to be spoiled. I mean, this is very, nothing great to me, but he felt that I was extremely not humble or what. But what is that? A sheet will be spoiled in any case, whether they are my feet or anybody's. That's how it should. So the culturally, though, I mean, we are very rich, I have never realized how rich Indians are. Now I am realizing. Now supposing somebody even a little pencil is left, so little, you see, in the house, but that belongs to somebody. That will be kept like a precious stone, till you meet that person and give that. Everybody says, have you given that? Have you given that or not? Baba, that person has not come, as it is gone somewhere. As soon as he'll come, first thing we'll come with that pencil. And he'll say, what, this pencil you brought for me? He'll feel so bad about it. But no, pencil belongs to him, all right. Like a precious stone. I mean, they are poor compared to. Even the servants don't do any thieving, nothing. These politicians must have picked up from somewhere, I don't know from where they must be, from Warren Hastings. But normally there's no thieving in the house, everything is left open, everything is there. No thieving. Government is corrupt, that's all horrible things are corrupt, that's there. But as far as the society is concerned, we are very honest. I wish Sharat Chandra was translated for you to understand this beauty of this culture. Brought out such good points of this culture. We had that, you have that thing of Shrikant, film of Shrikant. English are coming, ask them to bring. It's one of the best films.
They already had the opportunities.
Huh?
They already had the opportunities here, the English.
Alright, next
They're
time.
coming over here.
Diwali. Thank you, sir.
No practice.